Hey everybody, Blue Jacket 66 here for my Mickey Mantle collection video. I do have a Mickey Mantle showcase video that I've done, and it disappeared for a while, but it re-popped up, so it's down below, maybe halfway through my videos I've done. Also, I'll be showing some food and beverage issues that I've shown before, and a few cards I haven't shown before. So this isn't my complete collection, but it's some of it or a lot of it. So let's take a look. I'm trying to figure out how we should show these first. Let's just start. Here's the 1959 Home Run Derby, Mickey Mantle. As you can tell, it's quite a bit larger than a regular size. Those came out advertising the Home Run Derby contest. It was on TV, much like the Home Run Derby contests that are before All-Star games. This was the original Home Run Derby that had one-on-one competitions of home run hitters at that time competing against each other, and they'd put it on TV. It was kind of a bracket thing. I don't even know who won it, but you can search on YouTube and find Home Run Derby episode. So neat card, not rare, but not really commonly seen, and occasionally you'll see a complete set as well. I'm not sure of the distribution. I did see a complete set once that had some dry cleaners markings on them as if they'd been distributed through a dry cleaner. So interesting set, 1959 Home Run Derby. Here's the 1969 Top Super card. Kind of the preceded the 1970 and 71 little Top Super glossy football, the 1970 glossy football. And then of course they got to be bigger cards where the Top Supers were actually those larger cardboard cards of baseball and football, all extremely cool. So this is 1969 Top Super Mantle. I have the Reggie Jackson in that card as well, because that was his rookie season. 1961 Topps Mantle MVP in an 8. Most of my mantles are centered, if not dead centered. This one isn't great in the center, and I can't remember how I got that, to be honest with you. I probably submitted that, but I really like that card, the 61 MVP. Here's a 1960 All-Star in a 9. Like this card as well. And up that same theme, the 59 All-Star in an 8.5. Let's do some Bazooka. The Bazooka started off in 1959. There's that extraordinarily tough, large 59 Bazooka that essentially just is affordable and authentic, and I assume I would get that in authentic. Otherwise, I was going for a run of 8s. I have found that to be not only difficult, but it's become extraordinarily pricey. I found 2 that I did not need, or that I did need very recently, and they were just too expensive. But we'll start with the 1968. This is in an 8. Not only do you not really see the 68s, in an 8 it is impossible. Here's the 66, 67 in an 8. These, of course, are all hand cut off the boxes of Bazooka gum. Here's the 64. I seem to see this one in an 8 the most commonly. It's all the Bazookas. I think this is the one that's least expensive. This is in an 8. Again, being hand cut, majority of them are authentics and most in lower grade. So to get a complete run of 8, I don't know that anybody else will have that once I complete that. Here's a 61 and an 8. Neat image. So there's some bazookas, and still working on that. I don't know. It's just getting those in 8s is very, very hard. So, okay, let's run through the regular issues. I've shown these before, so we'll be brief. My 60s are all of regular issues are all in 8s, and my 50s are in 7s. Here's the 69 with yellow name. Centering on these are really good. Here's the 68. Not a huge fan of the 68. Again, some centering difficulties, but nothing like the 69s. 67, probably maybe the most affordable Mantle of the 60s in the regular issue, tops issue. They're all in 8s here. And this one seems to be pretty easy to find centered, relatively speaking. The 66. '65, took me a long time to find a 65 that was centered, and I was pleased with it. '64, relatively easy to find centered. '63, not my favorite. Looks kind of spring training puffy to me. In an 8. With that green down there, higher grades are a little more difficult. 62, I'm missing. I'm missing the 62, the 55 Bowman, because of those are my least favorite. 55 Bowman, I just don't like the card, and I'm waiting on a 7 that's centered with good registration, so I'm just being patient on that. The 62, I'm just not going to get in an 8, so my 60s run will not be all 8s because I can't pay up for 62 in an 8. I don't really care for the card, so I think I can find a nice 7. And I've been looking for it. I just not enthusiastic about it, so I haven't got one yet. There's a beautiful 61. One of my favorites. In an 8. The 60. Shout out to Psyched Baseball Cards and Poor Man Stack putting together that fantastic set. Here's the 59 Mantle, the 7. This card arrived in a thin bubble wrap packaging with nothing else. The card was thrown in the packaging. The packaging was machined. It went through the roller, got stuck in the roller. So when it showed up at my UPS store, it was black from being stuck in the roller, and the contents were ripped to shreds. And this holder was shredded. It looked like someone had mangled it with a hammer. So I called PSA. I called the seller. Boy, was I irritated because it took me a long, long time to find a nicely centered, beautiful 7 that looked like an 8. But anyway, so I notified PSA, and they said they would not reholder it if it was broken up like that without regrading it. And they did regrade it, and it remained a 7. So I lucked out on that. But my God, the packaging, it was just thrown in a bubble mailer. And when that happens, I think they go through those rollers and they are shredded. People don't know why I love this card, but I do. I love the 58. pretty simple card. Still looking pretty youthful there. Love it. A 57. 57s are tough. Here's this guy in the background who's they airbrushed out. People that watch my videos know I'm not a fan of the 57 set. I mean, thanks Topps. It was their first real photo set, and they just terrible. I mean, compare the 53 Bowman to this. They just, I don't know what the deal is. They're all sideline. They're all in foul territory with these washed out pictures. So some people love the set. Cheers to you. Not my favorite. Most people's favorite, the 57, or I'm sorry, the 56 Topps. It's in the 7. People like the horizontal card, a smiling Mick, and a nice action shot of him up against the wall there. Oh, this has got to be I think it may be my favorite, the 54 Bowman. I mean, I just love the 54 Bowman. You can go back and find my 54 Bowman Ted Williams video, one of my cards I'm most proud of. So it's just as razor sharp, and I just love the 54 Bowman set. I owned the set at one time. 53 Bowman, 7. Bowman nailed it. 53 Topps in a 6 with dead centering. Dead centered. Actually, I think this one could be bumped. I mean, it's got a little bit of that paint spittle up there that some of them have. But anyway, gorgeous. My 52 Bowman. What do you guys think about the 52 Bowman? Not my favorite, but you guys know I love my Bowmans. So, proud of that one. And I don't have a 52, but I do have a 51 and a 5. As you can tell, the centering is not great. However, it has unparalleled registration and color and no print lines. So proud of that one. Okay. Almost done here. Let's just do this. The Red Hearts, 1954. Came out in a series of blue, green, red, red being the rarest. Mailed off and you got whatever set you wanted of whatever color. Mantle was in the blue. And so these can be found in good condition because they were mail order. Gotta show it. Despite my repeated pleadings and urgings and submissions, SGC says that's a 9, so we're going with it. The 54 Dandy potato chips, found in Dandy potato chips. Shout out to Brian Powell and his book, Never Cheaper by the Dozen. Go to Amazon, get online, check it out. Food and beverage issues, it's kind of the Bible, and he is definitely the guru, and I let him know it every time he emails me. Brian Powell, Powell, Never Cheaper by the Dozen. If you want to learn anything you want to know about food and beverage issues, and even better than that is the stories he tells behind it. And his collection is unparalleled. Here's the 53, 54 Briggs Meats cards. These were on Briggs Meats hot dogs and meats. They were usually with another card. I know Mantle was with a Hank Bauer card. So there'd be this card, and there'd be the meat packaging promo, and then another card over here. So they're all hand cut. And this is probably the rarest Mantle I have. This is out of the Bill Weiland collection. So I don't know where my Stallmeyer cards are. I wanted to show them. I have the 53, 54, and 55 Stallmeyer cards. I think if you go to my video, I think it's called The Rarest Mantle or something like that. You can see my Stallmeyer cards, but I actually forgot to pull them out, so I don't have them here. So there's a look at some of my Mickey Mantle cards. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you later.